Hey guys, how you doing? This is Sean at Airvid Cinematic. We got an exciting day today. We're going to unbox a Westcott Flex bicolor LED kit. I'm super excited to have this finally. So we're going to tear into the box and see what we got here. Okay. So first things first, it comes in this wonderful road case. It has built-in casters, so you can roll that. Just check my mic. Yep, we're good. You can roll that wherever you need to, so you don't have to always be lugging it around carrying the full weight. It's got this handy dandy kind of suitcase style handle that you can pull out and drag it behind you. It's got 4 clips on the outside. This looks like it's almost equivalent quality to a Pelican case. The hinges here they're not live hinges. They actually do have a hinge system, so it looks like it won't wear out anytime soon, which is nice. So without further ado, let's have a look inside. Holy moly, it's hot in here. I might change venues and go inside. I wanted to shoot outside where it's nice and bright, though. Obviously, I'm not going to be using these lights while I shoot. So let's get into the box. You notice with this road case, okay, this is the 1x1 cine kit, and I believe it's the travel, as it does come with batteries to allow for wireless lighting setups, which is super nice. Yes, this is the bicolor cine travel kit. Okay, so the case here has 1, 2, actually 3 and 4 clips. So if you're trying to open it, you only open those 2 and it's not opening for you, well, try those side clips. Okay, so I've never actually opened this before. I'm guessing these guys go up here. Yes, they do. They have Velcro around the outside. This is the actual LED lighting pad. Now, in some of the commercials I've seen for this, they pour water on it. Apparently it's waterproof. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just take their word for it. So yeah, okay, so we have Velcro on the back and the front, which probably means there's some kind of stackable configurations you can do using the various accessories they come with. So let's take this out of the bag here and see what we got. I want to check my focus. Okay, so I just checked the focus there. I had to stop recording to do that, but I want to make sure it's nice and sharp so you can see what's going on. So this is the first time I've actually taken this out. Wow. Okay, so this is where we'd plug in our dimmer or straight power. I suppose you could have it just always on full power. Gently roll flex mat to your desired position. Do not crease or fold sharply. IP64 rated. Do not submerge. Store in a dry location and avoid contact with any heat source or extreme cold. Okay, so this is the bicolor mat. So what that means is it will actually match tungsten all the way up to sunlight. So that's approximately 3200 Kelvin, right up to 5600. Now, me being always the observant one, I don't know if you can see this, the carrying case has a square of Velcro up here. So it looks like I can actually keep the mats stored up here, which is pretty cool. Keeps it out of the way of all the other neat stuff. So I'm just going to open up the other one now and put that up top. Now I'm thinking I'm going to actually keep them in these bags rather than store them up here, even though this does look cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. But in the interest of preserving the longevity of these lights, they don't have the longest warranty I've ever seen before. It's only like a year or 2 years or something. I'm going to keep them in the bags and just have them kind of floating on top of here. So looks like we have a couple quick start guides. This is for the Scrim Gym Cine kit. So this actually comes with the Scrim Gym Westcott system, which is their own proprietary kind of mounting system. So we're going to put that together and have a look at that. Here's a nice diffusion. I think it's a full stop. Yeah, it's a full stop silk diffusion 1x1, so it will fit exactly on the light. It looks like this one is for direct application, so you can actually stick it right on there, right on the pad itself. So if you're using the pad without any of the mounting stuff and you're sticking it somewhere weird, like under a table or in a snowbank or whatever, you can throw this on and still get your nice diffused light. Get that diffusion. Okay, so here's 2 of them, 1 for each LED. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, we have our mount kit here. Let's take this out. We got these guys. It's probably a good idea to check the specs of what the kit is supposed to come with, just in case it's missing something. You can find out right away and get a hold of whatever vendor you used. Personally, I picked this kit up at VizTech. They're good people there. I'm sure they would be there if anything strange was going on. Here we go. Okay, so I can kind of tell that how these work already. They just kind of push the button in and take this out. Boom, right, like that. So you can configure these in 2x2 setups as well, not just the 1x1. So you can have a rectangular setup. We're not going to get into that though yet. We're just doing an unboxing here, folks. Water resistant dimmer cable, perfect. 1 per light, that's good. Okay, we have power cable here. That's just your standard run-of-the-mill 3-prong. You got a hot, neutral, and your ground, right? And that's this is a very common style cable. I'm sure you could interchange this with, say, a printer. I see these come with the most, but there's lots of devices that use that. So I'm gonna assume we have 2 of those. Yes, we do. Excellent. And we actually have 4 of those. Okay, so I imagine there's 2 extra for the batteries. Now that'll be something I explore further because I wasn't expecting that. Okay, we have the Flex dual joint tilter bracket. This mounts on the back of the light to allow you to adjust the light subtly. Okay, so it's got lots of different angles that we can use. We can bend it down 90 degrees all the way. It looks like some kind of torsion control here to, yeah, okay, so you can tighten or loosen it with this clip right here, or this knob. And you tighten and loosen with that, and then you mount with this one here. So, and it looks like you can mount to a traditional system down here. Now, I did actually read that it comes with a clamping system, so I don't know what that is. We'll have to investigate that further, but it comes with these. Okay, here's your Westcott lighting mount, your stand anyway. So these are always a little finicky. You want to be real delicate with these guys because they'll bend and they're not really replaceable. So you want to treat these like little babies so they don't break on you and they last a really long time. And yes, you want to mount your sandbags appropriately so they don't put more stress than they're spec'd out to handle. Down, okay. Especially the first time you open them, they're going to be stiff from being in the package. So we want to be extra cautious that we don't break them inadvertently, especially before we even get to use them. That would suck. Very nice. Okay, so you can have these spread out quite far. I would recommend probably having it squat pretty low. It just gives you lots of stability against falling over or tipping or anything like that. I wonder if we could actually, yeah, no, okay. So I was thinking maybe you could have contact here and it would be even with the ground. And then you could kind of sandbag it like so, but it doesn't look like it works that way, so never mind. Okay, we've got some cable ties here. These are always handy to keep your cabling nice and clean. You know, that just keeps trips and falls from happening, and it makes it easier for you to set up and disassemble without losing anything. So those will come in handy. Probably the next video I do will actually set these up. So right now we're just doing an unboxing, people. We're gonna see what's in the box. Just gonna open this. Okay, opening. Right, okay. Here we go. So looks like this will mount to here. Now I've gone and I actually haven't read the manual in full entirety yet, so I might be doing this wrong, but I don't even know if that's in the frame. Let me see. No, that's not in the frame. Good. So let's back this up a bit. There we go. Okay, so what I was doing there was I just went ahead and mounted the light mount with the scrim gym system onto there. So it looks like we have some flexibility on how the light will sit. It will sit all the way 90 degrees that way. So you can have it kind of like this, or like this, or whatever. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it looks very flexible right now, but we won't really know for sure until we get the light mounted on there and see what kind of angles we can pull with it, what kind of options there are. So let's get this down. Where did I have it standing? I'm running out of space already. Okay, now there's more stuff in this box. Let's have a look. So we have two dimmer switches. Now this is the bright, which is for mounting the dimmer onto the side of the light itself. So instead of having the dimmer off away from the light, you can have it stuck right on there, right onto the scrim gym kit. Okay, so here's our dimmer. Now this is the bicolor dimmer system. So I suppose you click each one of these things and then that will designate what the jog wheel will do. So I click here, it'll change my color temp. Click here, it'll change my brightness. Now these go all the way 0 to 100%. So there's a lot of flexibility in dialing in kind of exactly the kind of lighting you need. And we have two of those. Perfect. This time I won't drop that mounting screw. It's just, it's some kind of strap. It could be for the case. I don't know. I don't know what that's for. Someone want to let me know in the comments, please? Go ahead. So there's your strap. I'm sure it has a good use. We'll investigate that further. Two straps, yes. Okay, we have the battery. So we got two of these bad boys. Now this is, okay, look at this. I'm guessing this is where the strap goes. And then you can hang these batteries perhaps from the lights themselves to act as power source and a sandbag. It's got a USB out port and your DC out, which can tap into many camera systems will use that system there, that interface. So so you just plug it in and it starts working. Apparently that's how it works. That's what it says. So we got two of these batteries, two of them, one for each light. Beautiful. Now according to the specs, these lights will run at full power for 3 hours. 3 entire hours off these lithium ions batteries each. Now I will probably try and avoid using the lights at full power, running off the batteries, get even more time, why not? And you want to shoot all day, you probably want to pick up 2 of these kits or expand on it even. Okay, we have our DC adapters. These look like they will plug right into the dimmers. Here's our DC out. Right, this will plug into the battery right here. Perfect. So next video, we'll actually set these up and get them working. We'll run them off a DC. So here's our, looks like a DC inverter right here. So this would, you would take your power cable here, boom, boom, into the wall, boom, into the dimmer, dimmer extension, dimmer cable to the light, or mount the dimmer directly onto the light. So there's a bit of variation in the configurations you can use. Now, one thing that is probably smart to do is to take a picture whenever you do an unboxing before you take everything out. That way you know where everything goes, okay? So we'll put those back to where they weren't. These were, I believe they were in here, in this pocket here. And then of course, okay, last but not least, we have our soft boxes. Now these come in pieces. Looks like you assemble them, so, right. Okay, so there we go, just like that. And then this will actually mount to the assembled Scrim Gym boxes, which are these guys, these frames. So we'll have to check that out. It's a pretty substantial kit. There's a lot going on in this box. So, you know, it's a lot to keep track of, and I recommend making those changes, putting some labels on there, making sure you know where everything is, taking a picture of it before you unbox it. It'll help you on your journey. Okay guys, this is Sean Allman, Theravid Cinematic. Thank you for joining me in this unboxing. Stay tuned. We'll probably have a video, no, not probably, we will. We'll have a video where we actually set the lights up, and eventually I'll put a full review online. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be sure to post anything that I use these lights for in the future. I can't wait to use them. It looks like an awesome kit. Now I'm gonna do the less fun part, is putting them back in the box. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.